My name is Josh Basile. I'm a C4-5 quadriplegic, disability rights advocate, and I'm also an attorney. When I was a teenager back in 2004, I was 18. I was on a family vacation at the beach. I went in the ocean with my friends, and I was in waist-high water, and a wave came behind me, picked me up, threw me over my boogie board, and I slammed my head first against the ocean floor. I heard a loud crack and was immediately paralyzed below my shoulders. I love pushing the limits. With paralysis, a lot of people can look at me and be like, there's not much you can do. It's gonna be a very boring life. It's gonna be just not a fun life. And I like to say, you know what? It can be fun. It's gonna be a little different, but it can still be fun.
I just mentioned to him that, I do triathlons, and I had seen a team, a father and son team, Hoyt was the name of the team, that had been running some Ironman triathlons together. And I thought, well, maybe if they can do it, maybe we could do it. And I just tossed it out there to Josh to see if he wanted to do it, and he took it hook, line, and sinker.
Andre approached me. He's like, do you want to do a triathlon? First thing I said was yes.
We've got a bike that Josh is in that's attached to the back of my bike, and I just pedal and ride, and he's back there with me, and we have a system set up with mirrors, and we have a communication system. And then for the run, that bike gets disconnected, and I put a front tire on it, and I get behind it, and off we go for the run portion of the event. We have a raft that I have, and we are a support team. We transitioned Josh from the wheelchair into the raft.
Our race in September of 2021 was going incredibly. It was our fastest times ever, and we finished the swim portion, and we completed almost 11 miles of our biking portion. And during the last turn, the last U-turn, to make it to where we would then transition to the run, as we were going around it, the bike ended up flipping.
Something happened. It must have been the angle that I took on the bike, or whatever it was. Thank God we weren't going fast, because it's almost a hairpin turn around a cone. So, the bike turned over, and one of the guys that was with us, Andrew, came off and helped. He was riding support alongside the bike. And, my first thought was, gotta get him safe.
It was pretty scary. Then I immediately felt my friends, Andre and Andrew, end up flipping the wheelchair over.
So we went back and, flipped the bike up, and, I looked at his face and his eyes right away just to see where he was. And, in typical Josh fashion, he's smiling, while some blood is trickling down from, over his eyebrow where it hit the curb. And we were very lucky that the bike was as safe and as constraining as it was intended to be, because it protected him, with the exception of that and his two knees, which were exposed. Flipped him over, saw that, wiped it away, looked at him and said, Josh, what do you want to do? I think we've got medical folks are going to come look at you right away, but we can wrap this up, and maybe we need to go in and get you checked out.
I looked at them and they looked at me, and I remember asking, is the bike okay? And Andre said, yes, bike's okay. And I immediately asked Andre, I was like, can we finish the race?
He kept smiling and said to me, we came here to finish this race, and we're going to finish the race.
And I cannot wait to get back out there, not only to prove to myself, but us as a team that we can do it. And we can do it to the best of our abilities. This is a challenge. Life, every single day living with paralysis, brings so many challenges. And I get such a satisfaction of being able to overcome them.
I turned around and asked Josh after about a week, how do you feel about things now? He goes, yeah, let me make it clear. I'm ready to go on. I'm excited about the next race.
And we're continuing to learn from it, to do it better and better, and to continue improving.
I'm not pulling and pushing and swimming him. He's pulling and pushing and swimming me.
It's one of those things that, we're both pushing each other. It's so much fun to get out there, and a lot of the hard work's being done by Andre, But I feel like we as a team, we're motivating each other to do this.
I really have no hope to do it with anybody else but him right now.
Every single mile that we take together, the friendship and bond that we have with each other gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'm looking forward to many, many miles ahead of us.